Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is time to announce our second winner. Earlier, we had Dirk moving through to the next stage. He'll be heading to the draft. But now we have to announce it. Double E coming in with 66% of the fan vote. He will advance to the next round. Vici, thank you for joining us here on the Cast Off Season 2. Double E, we'll see you next week.
That was very close. I sat there and you asked me, I was like, flip a coin. I really think it was that close between the two. This next pad, though, I'm excited for this next pad.
All right, Ben, get excited. Introduce us. Who do we got today?
So, we're bringing in Jay and also TGunner. Welcome, both of you, to the Cast Off Season 2. Hopefully, you're all having a good day. I'm excited for this pad, though, because I think this has the potential to be electric.
Let's start with Jay here. Now, Jay was your guys' favorite.
Yep.
Coming out of the submission period, what did you like about Jay's cast?
It wasn't even just his cast. His intro video was like, it seemed normal, right? And that may sound weird to say, but like, watching it, it was like, oh, you know, this guy's like, he's a real guy. Like, he's funny, he's genuine, he's making me laugh. Like, he isn't doing anything over the top to make me laugh, but it was just enough. And then his cast was absolutely solid. There was nothing which stood out, which was
seemed like naturally
flag
funny,
on the play.
Yeah, naturally cool dude. And then cast. Crushed. I mean, it wasn't really anything that he did bad.
Exactly. Jay, let me see that afro. Let me see what the dent that the headset does. Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has headset hair.
All right, I like it. All right, Jay, we saw you in the intro video, but tell us a little bit about yourself before the cast.
Well, I'm 18, work at Chipotle, and I love Call of Duty. And so I'm just here trying to become a caster. And what's kind of funny about that is I didn't really think about becoming a caster until you guys had the Season 1. And the first gameplay I recorded over actual casting gameplay was this submission. So let's see how I transform into live. Hopefully I do good. I'm pretty confident going in this one.
So it was
like a prodigy.
Right? We got a natural on our hands, potentially.
You know, if there's a free burrito bowl in there, you
I can hook it up.
Double the steak, my friend. All right, Jay.
Double chicken.
Most important question of the day. What is the best thing you can order at Chipotle?
I'd say a quesarito. It's hard to make, but it's literally the best thing to eat.
I've not had that either.
We saw the engineering team get quesaritos.
It's not on the menu, but you can go in there and order. It's like a secret menu. We have a couple secret menus.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Break me down the secret menu. What else is on this?
The only thing on the menu is burritos, tacos, and bowls. But you can order quesadillas, quesaritos. I think you can order nachos. We've done that a couple times, but not a lot of people do that. But that's just a couple of them.
Now I'm going to be that annoying person that orders like 3 things from the secret menu and watches the person just kind of throw things on tortillas. And
Jay, talk to us a little bit about your experience as a player and in esports. How did you find out about the cast-off? How long have you been into this scene?
Well, I started playing Call of Duty and Black Ops 1 and started watching the actual tournaments in Black Ops 2. And that really got me into the actual competitive scene. And I didn't really get into casting until around Ghost, and I just did it as a joke. I'd make videos of my gameplay and cast over it as a joke. People would like them and laugh at them. So when I didn't know you could become a caster, like I didn't know there was a way to actually become a caster until you guys came out with Season 1. And I couldn't enter that one because unfortunately I was 17 at the time. So yeah, I just decided to make this one because a lot of people told me, they suggested to make it, so it worked.
I love it, Jay. Nice. Well, best of luck today in your cast. Let's meet our other contestant, though. We got TGunner on the phone. TGunner, same question.
What's going on?
How did you get into this?
I've been following the scene since Black Ops 2. I've been playing since COD 3. And, I just kind of fell in love, always looking at the analytical side of really anything I did, whether it was my previous job, fantasy football, anything. I was looking at the numbers and the inner workings of everything.
Ben's dying here.
Sorry, the hot sauce is coming back up.
You're a big fantasy football guy.
I am an enormous fantasy football guy. I spend about 4,000 hours every fall looking at websites for my bet on my cell phone.
Between fantasy football or, FanDuel, making some money.
Exactly. So TGunner, tell us a little bit about yourself now. How old are you? Where are you living?
23. I live in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm from New York, though. Currently unemployed. Been unemployed for a couple months. But I used to be a social media analyst / coordinator for a large wine and liquor company.
All right. Well, if things go well, Stanford is not very far from New York. You're more than welcome to join us in the studio for a 2K or 5K if you win this whole thing. But I know X Games is the true prize. Are you an X Games fan?
I am. I used to. I remember playing Mad Hoffman BMX on the PC when I was like 11. Had the joystick and all.
Soundtracks that game is fire.
I like it. Well, guys, it looks like our players are ready. Now, TGunner, don't make the mistake the last group made. We're starting off the game right now. I want you to take it away.
All right, we're hopping into Biolab Hardpoint here. E6 versus TCG. Now, E6 always bringing the heat in the 5Ks. Took out Denial a couple weeks ago. Jay, what do you think of this team?
I think E6 plays really phenomenally. They're a really aggressive team, and I'm looking for them to actually take this hardpoint pretty convincingly by the way they play. They're really aggressive. They're all really good slayers, and I want to see them go strong in this first hardpoint. But I want to see if anybody's going to bring out that shotgun that we see Parasite use most infamously. So I want to jump on board with General off the start of this one.
Yeah, E6 reminds me a lot of TR. You know,
they're all on the same team.
They're all on the same team. We'll probably get that sorted out. E6 reminds me a lot of TR. They play really aggressive. They play as a team. They work as a team. So let's hop on board General.
Yeah, General off the break. Going to watch this green side. Going to blow up those canisters. Not able to get any kills with those. Still be actually going to get your first kills in the hard point. Let's jump on board with him. Jumping off with 2 kills. Going to get taken out by Rue as General. Following that up with another kill. Now, it's going to be contested as every player is going to come in. General getting a 2-piece. Now, they're going to have control of this hill.
Now, this hill is just going to be a lot of scrap time, as a lot of first hills on hardpoint are. You're going to look for teams just to get the flow of the game, see what other teams are doing, but really get ready for that next hardpoint and the rotation coming to that next hill.
Yeah, now it's going to be General inside the hill, finally going to get taken out. XEB trying to make his way in, able to take out one. Can he find a second in ice? Almost connecting an inverter, able to take him out. With 17 seconds left, we're looking for the rotation on this next hill on bottom Eskies.
And I think the internal workings of the game really changed with that recent ASM1 patch. The magazine size being reduced from 45 to 35, we might see fewer triple and double kills.
Yeah, and as you see, Cade going to be the first one in this hard point, going to be spotted orange tunnel, able to take out one. Can he find the second? Connects some bullets, not able to take him out though, and it looks like it's going to be E6 in control of this first hard point and extending their lead.
So TCG got to flood this hill as a team, really get in there all at the same time, not go one by one, and get the entry kills to take control of this hard point.
Yeah, and E6 doing a phenomenal job of staying inside that hard point, getting the kills that they need as XZB going to take out one. General follows up with the trade, and it looks like it's going to be back and forth kills going inside this hard point right now. As you see, Cade finally getting a kill, but dropping as well.
No one really able to maintain too much control, but E6 does have a 26-point lead, 25 seconds left on this hard point, so we should see a team start to rotate relatively soon.
Yeah, and this next hard point is going to be incredible for them. They need to get this locked down. The team that locks down the blue hill going to get the most points and probably going to get a really good lead. I'm looking for E6 though. Cade going to be the first one inside this blue hill along with XZB, and they're looking to make a stance here.
If you look at the E6, if you look at the scoreboard, everyone's pretty much even on the slaying. You'd like to see Inverted and Pemby pick up the slaying just a little bit to get this team back into it.
Yeah, E6, they're all phenomenal slayers. They're really good. They have a lot of gun skill, and they're coming up in the scene as you're going to see Cade inside this hill locking it down. Cade actually going to be 9 and 5 with 4 captures, so he's basically locked down every hill so far. He's going to have one try to break in. Going to get taken out by Inverted, though, so let's see if TCG can make a break for this hill.
So XCB get taken down, TCG jumps into the hill. They have control, 35 seconds left. If they can maintain control, they can climb right back into this game, and the 4th and 5th hill should be a pretty good battle going into the end of the first rotation.
Yeah, and TCG just did a good job of breaking that hill. You know, they went in there as a team, and they took out all of E6, but as I say that, they're going to have 3 down, and E6 looking to get control of this hill again, as it's going to be in favor of TCG at the moment.
So we see 1 or 2 E6 players already getting set up for that next hill. 1 on green plat, 1 looking in orange by Turbine. Hill's rotating in 4 seconds. I think we're about to have a huge battle here on green plat.
Yeah, I want to stay on board with Cade and see what he can do to defend this green plat. You're going to see all of TCG coming in from this green side. Cade able to pick up one. Can he find the second? Not able to. General trades the kill. Silpy in there for the trade as well. TCG in control of this hard point.
XCB down by Turbine. He takes down 1 kill. As he's launching nades in there, he gets taken down. Inverted takes out XCB. Pemby takes out 1. Oh, he doesn't know. He gets taken out by Small Crane. Trade just getting back and forth right now.
Yeah, and E6 still, they're all dropping double digits. They're doing an amazing job. All equal on the slaying. General picking up a 2-piece on that hill, and it looks like TCG just crawled back into this game.
As we said, this hill was going to be hotly contested. If we have a 2-point game, Ruiz gets taken out. Nothing too crazy so far. I want to see maybe someone pull out, you know, a shotgun when we get into this 5th hard point.
Yeah, and on board with Cade. He's on a 3 streak right now, 17 and 10, putting up some stumpy numbers. He's finally going to get taken out by Pemby. Jump on board with XEB. He's going to get taken out as well. So TCG trying to make these last couple seconds count. Going into this 5th hill, going to be inside that middle biolab.
All right, this hill's going to be hotly contested. E6 with just a slight lead. Shouldn't see anything too crazy. I want to see some teams just nade the heck out of this hill to take control.
Yeah, and I'm going to stay on board with General, but that's going to be 3 down for TCG as they're just going to hold this hard point up by about 30 points right now. Soapy getting a big 2-piece, not able to connect with the 3rd, and General doing a great job of staying in that hard point. It's going to be contested at the moment. He's going to get taken out Profizi with a nice 2-piece.
TCG just got control of that hill. They just flooded it as a team, got everyone in there, and now if they can push out this hard point, they should be able to maintain and get a lot of kills and rack up this time.
Yeah, I want to jump on board with Silpy. He's going to be in that hard point. Able to take out 1. Can he find the 2nd? He does. 3 down for E6 now. XZB trying to make his way in. Let's jump on board with him. He's going to try and go into this hard point. Able to take out 1. Can he find the 2nd? It's going to be heavily contested, but with 12 seconds left, he's going to look for that first hill over again.
So we have nearly a tie game. This 5th hill ending right now. We're going to be getting back to the 1st hill for the 2nd rotation. Pemby takes down 1. He's looking to set up for the next hill. He's moving into blue to try to control those spawns.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be E6 in favor of this hard point right now. They're going to be up by a couple points, so this is still anybody's game going to the 2nd rotation. And I want to stay on board with Silpy, as Silpy is finally going to get taken out. General, the nice 2-piece, he's going to get fallen as well. Ruiz and K trade those kills, and now it's going to be heavily contested as both teams are just coming in slaying.
Enverta gets a nice 2-piece trying to break that hill. No one really having too much success on this hill, and we should see a good rotation coming up soon for that 2nd hill.
Yeah, the 2nd hill, it's going to be a big one, but the 3rd one is the one, if whoever has control of that 3rd hill, most likely going to win this game. They're going to get a lot of points if they play it right. XZB taking out 2 players. He's going to be on a 2 streak. Let's jump on board with him. Can he find the 3rd? He does. Big plays coming in from XZB as he almost finds a 4th.
XZB gets taken down by huge plays to give him team a 30-point lead. They're going to be rotating. TCG looks to have the early control. They're spawning down by the turret building. They should be able to claw back into this game.
Yeah,
all right,
like
guys,
all
we're going to call it right there. Awesome job to both of you. Very exciting stuff as we listen in. Let's bring it back here to us at the desk. So, let's start things off. I want to go first this time because I got a lot of nice things to say. Both of you guys have fantastic voices. That is something I picked up on right away. TGunner, I think you had really good moments, and then there were other moments when I could just see that you're processing and you don't have the flow that kind of we saw from Jay on the other side. So I think that's just one thing is don't just wait for that first sentence. What is your follow-up sentence? And the sentence after that, just make sure that you're getting yourself a little bit comfortable into a rhythm. Jay, great job directing Ben. I saw Ben smiling quite a bit throughout that cast as you were like, I want to hop on board with General. Right now we got to see Cade. All of those were really great moments, and not only were you helping direct the in-game camera, but you also gave the audience something to kind of focus in on. So I thought that was a really strong point in this one. TGunner, the only area that really I took notes on is when you were suggesting I want to see. You suggested a shotgun on the 5th hardpoint. I looked at Matt, and Matt's like, yeah, you can do that. Like, it's viable. It could potentially work.
I mean, we haven't seen it. I mean, I guess it could work.
And,
yeah, it works.
And I think one of my other suggestions there was a little bit later. Your very next time you came back, you said, after saying, I want to see a shotgun on the 5th hardpoint, you said, I want to see more grenades being thrown into purple. Just reword that a little bit rather than like you trying to be the coach of the team. Be like, oftentimes we see grenades just pounding into purple or something like that to clear out. Like just rephrase it because you have the point in your mind. It's just figuring out how to get that out to the audience. Jay, your knowledge was awesome throughout. I thought both of you guys kind of nailed it. You knew the guns, you knew the rotations, you knew the map, where they should be, where they could be coming from, and I thought you displayed that really well. I was entertained just sitting back and listening to the cast, guys. I thought you both did a really good job, and Jay, definitely the strongest performance of the day, in my opinion, even better than Dirk's.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. One moment which really stood out to me, and I was like kind of sat here freaking out, and you both were like, well, what are you freaking out about? The very, very beginning of the game, you were talking about who you want to get on board with, and you were talking about General. General actually had the brand new DLC pistol out. Like, that was the class he selected, and no one said a thing. You were just talking about, oh, okay,
came out today. I would understand if you didn't know, like, the name of it.
You can flick right, and like you can say, oh, well, you know, this is new weapon. How many times are you gonna say?
Also,
yeah, but you
while all that
was
going on, you were freaking out, and I thought it was because we had 8 people on the same blue team. So if the casters were distracted, I gave it instantly.
Me and Puck can give them a pass.
You guys get a double pass.
They get a double pass.
You're both very generous. But there was one thing which, like, whenever any of us sit down at an event, the first thing we tend to do is flick through everyone. Yeah. It's like, what's everyone using off the break? Are we going to see someone with a shotgun? You know, is Parasite going to rush first hill with a shot? Sometimes he does. It's like, oh, well, we caught it. Now we can actually... That's how you make your decision of who to go on first. It isn't kind of like a, let's flip a coin and we're going to go on board with this person.
Take him out of a hat.
Yeah, you kind of see the classes. Jay, at the start, you were kind of shaky, I want to say, for like maybe the first couple of things that you said. And then the longer the cast went, just the better it got. It really... You smoothened out everything. It was very energetic.
I thought that was to go for both guys. Like the longer it went on, the better it got.
One thing I would say about TGunner, sometimes I felt like what you were saying was too short. You would give like a 5-6 second sentence, and that was it. It was like, just give a little bit more information to that, and it would really improve your casting. One area where I think it just got completely lost was Green Hill on Green Plat.
Yeah.
It just, composure was just lost.
I don't remember that.
Well, you were following Pemby, and I could tell you were following Pemby because you were like, he's going to get the kill, and as soon as he died, you didn't know where to go.
Right. It was like,
So one of the things that Ben, Matt, and I do, all of us when we're driving, you'll notice the mini-map. Not only do we have the guy that you're watching highlighted, but we know exactly where we want to go next. So we could potentially have the person who's going to kill Pemby highlighted, or you might go to someone who is more focused on the objective. So again, I think one of the big notes for both of you guys moving forward is just know where you want to go next.
Yeah. I thought I felt the same about both guys. I thought it was both very strong. I thought Jay probably the strongest we've seen so far today. Strong voice, nice play calls. Made a good call on the Blue Hill. You know why it was so important to lock it down. Really, put the emphasis on that. And then TGunner from the analysis side thought it was pretty good. Got a little bit kind of lost towards that green plat. That's really the only downfall of that. But otherwise, thought it was pretty good from both guys. And he brought up the ASM1, the nerfing with the -10 bullets. I thought nobody else mentioned that today. So.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. I had 4 notes of negative. That was it. It's like, for 6 minutes of casting, you only messed up 4 times. Pretty darn solid job in my book, guys. Thank you very much for your cast. Before we let you go, though, as we've done with the first 2 casts, the fans will decide your fate. So let's start with you, Jay. Why should people vote the Chipotle boy to the next round?
I could hook you up with some free food. Nah, but I want to go to the next round just because I know I can improve, and I really want to get into this the competitive scene, just like Puckett and all the casters have done, kind of grow the competitive scene in MLG as a whole. And I want to be a part of that, and I think I could showcase that through casting. So I'd be thankful if you guys vote me through.
Awesome, my friend. Over to you, TGunner.
I've never been to an MLG event, so it'd be really fun to go to, especially X Games, such a big thing just to, X Games is something huge and MLG isn't there every time. If only you guys were running a contest for Analyst Desk, I'm pretty sure I could win that with my game knowledge, being quote-unquote stronger than Matt's, as Puckett said in my first video. But, I just think I can bring a lot of in-depth knowledge. I know that's not necessarily needed for this event, but further down the line, people getting to know the inner workings will help them stick around.
Alrighty. Well, you heard from Jay. You heard from TGunner. I know I'm going the hashtag Jay on this one. Matt?
I'm tweeting them both. How about that?
Double down?
Do that. Get double down.
I'm going to quadruple down. Bam!
Get your hashtags in, guys, for this one. It's going to be COJ for cast off. I just let it go.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be COTGunner? COTGunner is your other hashtag. I want to actually see this going a little bit. Of course, we are a little bit ahead of you guys sitting at home. Matt, what did the chat say throughout that
one? Chat liked both of them. Chat, they like Jay's afro. They like TGunner.
Jay's got gray hair.
They like both of them.
I like it. Well, I like them both. I hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. Keep your tweets coming in. During the commercial break, we will announce the winner when we return.